Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan 362 Gamer at Law presiding, and with me tonight is, of course, Bubbles.
Hi guys.
And welcome to our little campaign. Bubbles, how you doing tonight?
Good. Kinda tired, but I'm okay.
Crimson, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing? So, Bubbles, do you remember where we left off?
I walked into a cave, and I'm looking for my owlbear.
And what did you find in the cave?
A lizard folk.
What did you do to that lizard folk?
I stole his sword.
It was a spear.
Sorry, his spear.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
It'd be really hard to grab a sword from somebody.
I'm very good.
Like, cut your hand. It would be more than just a strength check if you tried to grab somebody's sword.
Yeah.
Okay, roll initiative. No, not really.
Cause like really? Jeez.
So you followed him in. Oh right, we were going to talk about the fact technically, and something that I should have made clear to Bubbles beforehand and didn't because I didn't think about it. In the time that that Bubbles was there and training and all of this stuff, she also would have seen that her newly acquired friends, Keth and Kamir, both got underwent some training as well. Kamir kind of hooked up with being avidly wanting to learn, as we saw before. Studied with the Druid Master, but also went to everyone he could, everyone who would have him in the village, learning as much as he could. He ended up getting in with some politicians, working on that so he can actually speak now without just shutting down as he did before. And ended up making a pact with a Fae who identified herself as Queen Titania of the Fairies. Keth, on the other hand, became one of the guardsmen of the elves' aerial unit. The aerial unit all fly on giant owls. And so he's learned how to fight and fly. And Lavari, obviously, loving giant owls, felt the need to make sure that she got opportunity to learn. What was it? Wasn't that what you were saying?
Mhm.
So you made sure you studied. Not with the guard captain. The guard captain doesn't like you very much.
No, we never got along.
But you trained. Maybe not trained, but you learned a lot under the tutelage of the person in charge of shoot, what was the word we decided it was? What was
Beastmaster. Oh, aviary.
Aviary. In charge of the aviary, and so now pretty good at identifying what ails an ailing owl, whether big or small.
Yes.
So all that said, our adventure brings us back to where we were. You went in search of your run-off owlbear. End up in the cave that you never went into. Found a small reptilian creature with a spear. Stole his spear. And he's like, "Hey, you want to go looking for your thing? I'll show you the way. That's fine. Can I have my stick back?"
Sure.
And that's where we are now.
Kay.
So, he led you through a door
Mm-hmm.
into this small squarish room. And by the time you got through the door, he was already on the other side at the next door into the next room.
Okay.
So...
I follow him.
Just follow him? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
He steps on inside. You... As you get... Give me a perception check. Real quick.
19.
19. Okay. As you start to follow him, you notice that a set of the tiles look different than the others.
Okay.
Looking at it more closely, you realize that this set of tiles right here,
okay,
don't actually have mortar holding them.
I'm gonna jump them.
Give me an acrobatics or athletics. Sure, you can pick.
I will take athletics. 20. Not natural.
Okay. You not only clear this, you get onto the other side of him.
Cool.
And he just kind of, as you do that, he just kind of watches you go over him. Like, ah!
It looked unsafe, so I jumped him. Let's go.
He starts muttering to himself.
I draw. What weapons do I have?
I mean, you've got a stick.
Oh yeah, I point my stick at him. Like warningly. Sorry, I was thinking about my fighter, not this, not my druid.
Yeah,
sorry.
you're druid.
Yeah.
What?
I hear you over there.
He then says something. Give me another perception check. See if you hear him.
11.
You hear him whisper in a language you've not heard before,
Okay.
but are able to understand.
Him okay.
Say, "Stupid forest girl."
I glare and I just kind of shove my stick in his face.
He had said that as he was walking away.
Oh, okay.
So you're in a nice large circular room. He is heading for a door on the northwest side of the room. You also see down towards the bottom there's two other rooms. There's a room straight to your south and one to the southwest.
Okay.
Do you plan to follow him through, or?
I mean, yeah, I look around and make sure it's not booby trapped.
There are no. I realize I'm like, should have made you just roll perception instead of starting to tell you, but I already started to tell you so. There's no booby traps or anything of the like that you see.
Okay.
You do see like a couple of other smaller guys like him.
Okay.
Where is this one I was using now? I swear, sometimes...
Do I need to keep any of these tabs open?
No, close them. I thought you already did. Sorry.
No, I kept them open in case you needed them.
what I'm using. Where? Yeah. You see like a smaller one over down here heading in this room, heading out of sight. Just going down that way.
Okay.
He appears to have like a pickaxe on his shoulder.
Okay.
But so you're just gonna follow.
Yeah.
Your friend. I have to pull out the book. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. Yeah. So he leads you. He starts to just lead you down this little corridor. It's about 10 feet wide. 10
Okay.
foot wide. And you notice that in the first couple rooms, like the walls started to be like polished and stuff. In here, the walls are pretty makeshift. Like they've clearly been carved out of this mountain.
Okay.
And so like it's pretty rocky. You see up ahead of you like a good bunch of just rocks just cluttering all over the ground.
Okay.
As you get down to here, make a... What is it considered? Make an acrobatics check.
13.
13? You start to stumble a little bit, but you catch yourself.
Okay.
Like, this is pretty rocky terrain in some of these areas. And then, oh, nope, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to move the map layer.
Hmm.
Whoop. As you come out of that door, through that door, assuming you didn't want to go out, look in that room or anything.
Yeah, I want to peek in it.
You want to peek in it?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
23.
23?
Yeah.
In the corner, you see a couple pretty large rats. Seem to be munching on something. But they're not really paying you any mind.
Okay.
You see a good little pile of rocks here in this corner.
Okay.
But they don't seem to have, like, they don't seem to look special in any way to you. So, it's probably there as debris from where they've been trying to clean out these rooms.
Okay.
You do find a nice little, skull from one of these creatures that you've been following.
Okay.
Just sitting over here in the corner.
Okay. I just leave it. I don't take it.
Just kind of staring at you. But yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Not really much of anything of note in there. As you come in here, you enter into a much larger room compared to what you've been in here before, and right around here, there's a little fire.
Okay.
Right here, and
you didn't want to have a fire there?
Look, all right, I was trying to fix the map issues I had. And 3 more of these little guys.
Okay.
Just chilling around. And they all look at you and immediately run into this room.
Weird. Okay. Cool.
And your buddy looks real nervous.
I give him a poke in the back with my stick and say, keep going.
As you...
For real?
Oh my
Shed
gosh.
Phase 2 will be my next plat. Also, I will be enjoying 2 playthroughs of P5 Original Come March instead of playing Royal. Let's freaking go woo.
Let's freaking go woo.
Is that right? That's Vex?
Yeah.
Yep. Vex, thank you for the sub. My heart and my eardrums are gone, but...
You should have turned your headphones down.
They are down. As you walk over this way,
No, I'm just reading comments. Keep going. Keep going.
As you walk this way, make a perception.
15.
15. You hear, you heard the clattering, a bunch of clattering inside this room.
Mm-hmm.
And hear the 3 of these guys run back out and are now all right behind you.
I turn around and I just like I lower my staff at them and I just look menacing.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ten. I use Druidcraft to light the tip of my staff on fire.
10 was the DC, so I'm just a little like, okay, fine.
Okay, I don't.
I'm just a little bitter.
Okay, I don't do that. So
they kind of back off, but they are eyeing you very much so. You like they clearly have not seen one of you before, and they're not really sure what you're doing in their house.
Okay.
You just gonna leave them be and press on?
No,
or?
Just to get them to back off a little further, I use Thaumaturgy to just blow a wind over them. Right? Or would that be Druidcraft? Whichever it is.
I'm not sure. Thaumaturgy could do it, I'm sure. So they kind of.
No, it'd be Druidcraft. Puff of wind.
They kind of start like looking around. It's like that's not a direction that wind comes from in this.
No, like I make it obvious that it came from me.
Right.
Okay.
So like, at first they're like, that's not where wind comes from, and then, because like, wind doesn't come from people. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Your little friends. Little friends like, just tell them why you're here. They'll leave you alone.
Get moving.
They just kind of they slowly back up, go back to their fire. Just chilling.
Okay.
Gosh, it's the only problem with having a map this size. Pew, pew, pew. As you enter through here, make a reflex save. You hear a.
What is that in D&D?
Huh. Dexterity.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't think about that being...
Pathfinder. 12.
12. As you go through there, you just hear a and you look up in time to see a giant stone from the ceiling come crashing down at you.
I would like to dodge out of the way.
That's what your saving throw is.
I know.
It kind of glances off you because you saw it coming.
Mm.
You did well. You dodged out of the way. You take 1 point. It hits you. You take 1 point of damage.
What?
And then make a perception check.
15.
15. You look up and your guide has run off. But because you rolled a 15, you notice that the door right here closes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I follow it.
He wasn't super good at it, but yeah, you just so you follow him.
Yeah.
Just gonna push open the door.
Yeah, but I don't walk in. I just push it open in case it's trapped.
Okay. Roll initiative. No. You push it open, and inside you see 3 sets of manacles. With just some old, dusty skeletons. They all seem to be for very short creatures.
Okay.
Seems humanoid, but like just real short.
Okay.
Probably about 3 foot tall. They're probably about the
Gnomish? Or halfling? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see your guy get ready to run out the other door.
I taumaturgy and push the door closed. So he can't open it. I slam the door shut.
Let's see.
Cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Okay. Do you want it to just slam shut, or do you want it to like be held shut?
I just want to scare him into not running through that door.
Okay. Then easy enough. He pushes it open. He's getting ready to run through, and just
Yeah.
turns around and looks at you.
I'm just glaring.
Just kind of like shrugs.
We are taking an awful roundabout way to get to my owlbear. Get it together.
Just then, in the echoes of the cave, you hear.
Take me to him.
He doesn't sound hurt.
I don't care.
He's a little confused.
I don't care. That has no bearing on this.
Look. What did you say it was?
An owlbear.
Your owlbear came barging through here. Tore through a number of our rooms. I don't really know where it is in here.
You lied to me.
I know which way it went.
Druidcraft, I put fire in my hand.
Look! I know which way it went. I don't know where it is.
Then lead. Enough with this nonsense.
You're not making friends.
No, they have my owlbear. I am not making friends.
As you come out of this door, you find yourself in a very long, as far as this goes, long and wide hallway.
Okay.
That has a completely dirt ground.
Okay.
And 4 little shrubs that look dead.
I poke it with my stick. The closest shrub. Why don't you have the shrubs on here?
Look! Alright. Why are you so rude?
Add some shrubs real quick so I can see where they're at.
Look away. Okay.
Okay.
How many did I say?
4.
Okay, perfect. I thought I
Can
only
you
said
move
4.
that one on the end up a little bit so it's in alignment?
This one?
Yeah. Nope. Okay.
Nope. I'm not really sure why it's not. Oh, because these ones fell outside the grid. That's why they weren't in alignment with it. They just happened to not be.
Okay, that's fine. I go up to the one on my left, that one, and I poke it.
And you poke it?
Yeah, I poke it with my stick. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Can I take it back?
Nope, too late. Actions have consequences, sweetheart.
I don't want them to.
What's your armor class?
Shit. 14.
As you poke it, it rustles slightly, and a claw reaches out and tears at your arm.
Ow.
Though you rolled pretty low, so you suffer 2 points of piercing damage. And the shrub stands up.
Shit.
In response to you doing that, the one further back, further to the left, also stands up, and this one right here stands up. And I have to roll initiative.
Shit. Can I just flee?
You have to roll initiative, but you can, when it's your turn, try and run.
18. When you say they stand up, do you mean like they stand up on root legs?
Yeah, like they look like they have. They think
Are they
Groot.
like a, oh, okay. I was gonna say, are they like a Deku in Zelda?
No, think more like a Groot. Like they seem to be embodiment of just vines and
Can I
leaves.
see the rest of the room? Like to the end of the hallway on my left.
Are you asking, are you capable, or are you asking me to move the map?
I'm asking you to move the map.
Okay.
Because I assume
There's not much more of it.
Okay,
it
it's just a hallway on the end. Okay.
Yeah, it goes.
I just need to see. Okay, that's fine.
Give me a perception check real quick. Or no, I won't make you do it.
Okay.
As you see the one behind you stand up, you see the face of your little guide. He's very scared. He actually doesn't know what's happening.
Huh. Okay.
But so like he grabs his spear and he's got it at the ready.
Okay.
Because he's like, huh?
How big is he? Roughly.
Not very. He's probably also about 3 feet tall.
Okay. How tall am I at this point?
I don't know. How tall are you?
I don't know.
You're 20.
Am I only 20 at this point? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You're a 20-year-old tiefling.
Okay.
So about as tall as you're gonna get.
Okay.
So okay, you said you rolled an 18 for your initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you get to go first.
I'm gonna grab my little friend here. I'm just gonna grab him by the arm, and I'm just gonna pull him as I run around the corner.
Okay, if you pull something, you move at half speed. Even with him being half your size.
What if I pull him so hard his feet leave the ground? Like, I'm half lifting him.
Give me a strength check. Like, he's pretty hefty.
20. Not natural.
To the left or to the right?
To the left. To go...
To this... Towards the direct...
Can we zoom out slightly on the map?
Why, sweetheart?
Because I just need to see where I've been.
So you came from down this...
I know, but I want to see... Because we were below that room. I want to see what's above that other room.
You can't see what's in a place you haven't been yet.
I can't?
That's part of the... Look, sweetheart.
What?
You're asking for... Sweetheart, don't metagame.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Yeah, I go to the left around the corner.
You're going to go to the left around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Though, I guess it connected, didn't it? No, I think it'll be closer. I go to the right down this little hallway right here. Yeah, that'll be fine.
I can show you the part where you've been so far. You were down here.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have been able to see to the end of that hallway.
Okay. I go to the right. Or actually, I just head right back in the door.
You head right back in this door?
Uh-huh.
Still grabbing your friend as you go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's 5, 10. Even at half move speed, you'd still be able to get in here.
Yeah.
So,
I then thaumaturgy to close the door.
Okay. As you do, though, the bush gets a chance to attack you. Attack of opportunity as you run away.
Okay.
Which it misses horribly. I
Good.
rolled a 3.
Good.
So, as you grab your friend and somehow evade the grasp of this thing, while carrying a half-sized lizard person with you, somehow the bush misses you. You slam the door shut.
Good.
And he looks at you. What did you do?
I ain't touched it.
Have
you guys never explored your own home?
We've been trying to grow those, but they've never done that before.
Huh. Well, I'm not sure if you did something right or something wrong, but they move. All right, owlbear.
I was trying to take you there.
Okay.
It was back that way and to the right.
Well, let's just go around. Let's just go back out the other door and go down that hallway that we passed. That connects, doesn't it? Seemed like it did.
Kinda. It'll still connect back to that room first, though.
Yeah, we'll be sneaky, though, past the bushes. Also, you guys should I really question the wiseness, the wisdom of growing bushes that can walk.
Didn't know they could.
I'm just saying.
When we planted them, it was from this. We found these seeds in like this. It was like a quarter of an apple, and we thought it would be useful because one of our elders took a bite of it and was cured of his ailments. And so we thought growing more of those would be helpful.
Well, maybe someday they will be.
But the hat was...
For now, let's do some sneaky sneak. Past the end bush.
You hear as... It's not very effective, but you can hear on the other side what sounds like leaves and twigs brushing against the door.
Is it all the bushes?
You don't know. You can't see through the door.
Okay. Oh no.
You know what? Make a perception check. I'll let you make a perception check. How's that?
Oh no, I know nothing. 8.
You hear rustling and the sound of leaves and twigs on a door.
It's not bad though.
It's like a thick
Wooden door.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't. I'm not really sure how you would audibly hear the difference between one bush or two bushes scratching at a door.
Okay.
But with a net, you can't.
Okay, well, okay. All right, come on, let's go.
Who are you? What are you doing?
I think he belongs over by the fire. He just didn't make it.
Be gone. All right, so you guys. So you're gonna come back out here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna try and sneak up this hallway?
Unless there's another path around that my guide knows. Because I assume he wants to go through that door on the end.
Yeah, that's why he was saying, like, you
Okay.
need to go up and to the right.
Is there another way? Is there can we go back the way we came past the fire? Does that connect?
Are you asking him that?
Yeah.
This is the only way.
Okay, then let's go. Sneaky sneak, though. Be quiet.
Okay, then you have to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I know.
And so does he.
Where's my stealth? Okay. $17.
It might work. You might get lucky. Okay. So, as the two of you sneak up this way.
I want to go behind the pillar to give us a better.
So, like, you're wanting to, like, cut it
Yeah.
this way around behind the pillar. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What stat goes towards perception? Wisdom?
Perception? Wisdom.
What did you roll again?
17. Oh, perception? You had me roll stealth.
Right, no, I was asking about your stealth.
Oh, yeah, 17.
Okay. As the two of you are sidling against this wall here,
Mm-hmm.
this bush reaches out and swipes at your friend.
I push him. Like, I push him out of the way.
You know what? That's a good flavor for that miss that happens right there.
Good. Good.
But this one is now aware of you.
Okay.
And before, what had happened is this one was at this door. This one had moved to here. This one hadn't moved yet.
Okay.
So now all four of them are looking and know that you guys are right there.
After I push him, I scoop him up and we run. We just run the last, like, 10 feet to the door.
Let's see. That's 1.
I was already there because I pushed him.
Okay, so you were already here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
But, like, we gotta pretend I'm hugging the wall.
1. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna have to give me another strength check for picking him up again.
14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You managed to hoist him up. Run through there. Shrub does get another swipe at you. That's gonna hit. He gets you right in your back. These 3 raking vines. That that is gonna be 5 points of piercing damage.
What? Ow. That's rude.
But you have managed to get through that door, and I assume you're slamming it shut again.
Yes.
You make it through the door, and you slam it shut.
You are one lucky lizard.
He's like looking at the gash in your
I'm
back
like
now.
I'm like bleeding. I'm clearly injured.
As you turn around,
Mm-hmm.
the room that you're now in has roughly 10 to 15 of his kind in it.
Okay.
Varying in age from children to the elderly.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Natural 19. So 24.
You notice it's mostly young and the elderly. As you look, you start seeing some that you, having never seen this species before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're the women.
Okay.
So
women and children.
women, children. Does seem to be over here around this fire right here.
Mm-hmm.
2 others of him that seem to be. Ooh, that was. Nope. Let's not do that. I meant to hit copy, not delete. These are important. Oop. Shoot. 2 right here around this fire, who also seem to have spears, but are just like staring at you, dumbfounded, that you just carried this other one through the door. Like,
I just, because my stuff is on my back at this point. I put it away. I just hold up both hands in a clear. I don't have anything. I'm not here to hurt you. Because I'm probably breathing a little heavy because I'm all bloody right now.
After a moment of them, after the moment where they finally regain their sense of what is going on here,
Mm-hmm.
they both grab their spears and point them at you. But
I'm just looking for my owlbear. I don't want to fight you guys. I'm hurt.
your friend that you picked up and carried in,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, we have a problem. Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Why is it persuasion? I'm telling the truth.
Sure, but you've also entered into their living quarters, and they don't know who you are.
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait. Persuasion, not perception.
Yeah,
Hold on.
persuasion.
Hold on. 15.
Still good. Still enough. They both lower their spears, and you hear them start discussing with the other one
Mm-hmm.
in the language from before.
Mm-hmm.
Because they think you won't understand that,
But I do.
but you understand it.
Okay.
And it's largely a series of growls and snarls.
Okay.
The gist of which being, what do you mean you have a problem, and who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, she's some forest girl. Stole my staff. Guys at the front didn't help me. She's just looking for that stupid furry feathery thing that ran through here earlier. Figure if we give it her, they can leave, and hopefully all this will be done before he comes back. Because he's not going to be happy that she got in here.
Wait, did I catch who's not going to be happy?
They just said he.
Okay. Oh, I'm so debating if I want to be like, I gave you your spear back, you know, and reveal that I understand it, or just hold my tongue for now. I think I'm just gonna hold my tongue for now.
Okay. You also would have noticed that from your perception earlier in this room, the women and the kids seem to be like trying to like pick things up.
Mm-hmm.
Things have clearly like in pretty big disarray.
Okay. Is there any like big things that maybe they can't lift that I could help with? Just to show goodwill.
There's nothing that they can't lift. But there's like some decent
struggling with.
There's like there's a child that's trying to struggle to right a cooking pot.
I go help him.
Back over a fire.
I go help him.
Okay. It's
her.
Easy enough for you,
Mm-hmm.
being, a full-sized person.
Mm-hmm.
The child kind of looks at you with both wonder and terror. Because you are a demon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get the sense, probably haven't seen outsiders before.
No. Which is fine.
At which point the two by the fire stopped speaking in the other language.
Mm-hmm.
Look, she'd be like, "What problem is this that he says you brought here?"
I did not bring a problem. My owlbear apparently ran in here and is somewhere in your complex. I just want to get him and take him home. Oh, and did he tell you that the bushes attacked us?
What?
I like lift up my tunic or like pull down the shoulders of my tunic to show where they got me. Yeah, they had some.
One of them pokes you.
Ow! That hurt. Yeah, they stood up and then they started attacking us.
You again start to hear like light brushing on the door from.
That's them. Don't open it.
He starts to walk towards the door to open it.
I have thaumaturgy ready for when they go to close the door and can't.
Okay.
It does slam shut.
As he pulls open the door, there, not standing, is just the bush. Just sitting there. Looking like a bush.
Did you plant that bush right there? No, it walked there.
He's kind of like looking at it, confused by you right now.
I point to my guide one. You tell them what happened.
You tell them what you did to it.
I didn't do anything to it. I touched it.
That one looks at... The one that was trying to examine the bush looks at you. It's like... Huh? And pokes it with the end of his spear. The claw comes back out.
I thaumaturgy the door.
It slashes at him. He freaks out, falls backwards, so it misses. And yeah, your door slams shut. A couple of the leaves got stuck in the door.
I go over. I can't bring myself to do him. I want to rip him off, but it'll hurt it. Like, it's not his fault. It's not the bush's fault. They're caught in the door.
It's like slowly just reach closer to your nose.
See?
The other one that's by the fire has his spirit you just wide-eyed. What did you do?
I didn't do anything to it. It did it to me. Do you see these deep scratches? It hurts. Do you think I wanted this? No. You know what I want? To take my owlbear and get out of here.
We don't want your demonic plants.
I don't want them either. They're not mine. They're yours. You're the one who picked up seeds and planted them without knowing what they were.
We found them in your forest.
Why were you in my forest?
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so let me have my owlbear and we can all just part ways and go home happy.
You take care of this problem from your forest, and we'll show you where he went.
Next time, don't take things from the forest that doesn't belong to you. And the bushes seem to be bushes as long as you don't touch them, so just don't touch them.
You still hear the door?
I use Druidcraft to blow a wind under the door. To try to, I don't know, startle the bush or something.
Startle the bush!
Away from the door.
Doesn't seem to be any effect.
I do Druidcraft then to light a little fire. Like, I send the fire under the door. Like, it's not going to be enough to catch the bush on fire. Just a very, very small one.
I'm gonna say that as soon as it goes, without having anything to catch fire, and as soon as it goes underneath the door, it just.
Okay. Well.
Because it did, like you effectively made a spark.
Yeah.
But with nothing to do with it.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Just lead me to my owlbear.
Take care of the problem.
We're gonna have a problem here if you don't take me to my owlbear.
Roll intimidation. With advantage, because you have scared them.
Oh! That could have been so bad. I gotta see what my intimidation is. A 7.
A 7?
The other one was a 1.
The two of them levy their spears at you.
I just sit down on the floor. I am tired. I am bloody. Can you at least give me some hot water to clean this up? So I quit dripping blood all over your floor.
Give me a perception check real quick.
17.
You hear small footsteps from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see it before it happens. The little boy you helped lift the thing takes a wet rag and just not very gingerly pushes it against your back.
Thank you. I just kind of grab it and I just start wiping off the blood. Wiping from down my arms and cleaning myself up.
The other two are still just
that's fine.
Pointing at you.
I'm just going to ignore their spears. So
fix the problem or leave.
So here's the deal. Either you lead me to my owlbear, or I just start searching your caverns to find him. Do you really want me loose in your caverns by myself searching? Or would you rather me get my owlbear, which supposedly is wrecking your stuff, and take him home? Whoever planted these bushes, they can take care of the bushes.
As you say that, one of the older ones starts coming around from over here.
Paste it. Paste it.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
Yeah, I'm not sure the stream can see your mouse. No, I guess it can, but
fair enough.
Still.
He's over here and he starts slowly walking his way over here. He's like in a slightly better common than what you've been hearing from these other three. How about this? We help you get your owlbear. You help us take care of this problem.
All right. Someone has to go search for my owlbear, because the one who led me in here said he doesn't actually know where it's at. So if someone will go find him, I will start clearing off these bushes. Do you want them dead? Because that's going to be the easiest.
Dead but not destroyed.
That's not my specialty, but I'll do my best. Do you guys have a net? I could maybe capture one so you can keep one.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I could maybe capture one and keep one. That way you have one in case the others get destroyed.
This is all happening with just like this constant
Okay.
in the background. And the elder just pipes up again. Just do what you have to.
Okay. All right. I look at the rest of you. One of you go find him. Go find my owlbear.
You're one of the two guards that was the one that didn't get scared by the bush. Runs off towards there's a door up at the top.
Okay.
And he just he disappears through there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to okay. I'm going to druidcraft under the door again, but this time I'm going to send enough fire that it burns the bush. Because I need to get the one in front of the door away from the door.
Can I see druidcraft?
Because it says I can light a small campfire. Well, this bush is basically just a big walking campfire. Or he's about to be. Light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. So I'm going to make a small campfire's worth of fire.
Enough to light a small campfire. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a lot of fire.
No, but I'm hoping he'll burn.
Give me I thought your nature would be higher than that.
Because it's intelligence. My survival's pretty high.
Sure. Give me a survival with advantage.
Let them hear the dice rolls.
Because you are attempting to scare a bush. Like
22.
22?
22. I'm going to light the bush on fire. I'm hoping the spark will catch.
Okay. Okay, so you're actually trying to catch it on fire and do damage to it.
If I can. If not, I want to scare it enough to get away from the door. So it's kind of like I'm gonna fire it, and then whatever happens.
If we're gonna try to actually catch it on fire, make it an Arcana check.
Arcana.
You were trying to use magic through a closed door to light a thing on fire.
Why is that Arcana?
Because your spell does not actually let you cause damage. So I didn't say you get advantage. You get 1 dice.
But Arcana?
Tell me why it should be something else. Give me a good case for why it should be something else.
Shit, my nature and my Arcana are the same.
Yeah. Otherwise,
yeah,
I guess otherwise I would have let you use nature. But
yeah, I'd rather it be called a nature than an Arcana, because it's more like the nature of the bush rather than an Arcana of the spell. Arcana's like wizard magic, not
it's all
magic.
It's all magic.
My magic comes from nature, so let's call it a nature.
Nature Arcana, how's that?
Oh shit. 7.
You won't know what happened till you open the door.
Okay. I open the door a very small amount and peek out. Like I'm standing behind the door with like one eye peeking. Yeah,
okay.
so just leave me there.
As you peek out, you notice that the bush has retreated.
Okay.
A little bit, but that's all you can see through your tiny gap.
That's fine. How big are the bushes?
They're not very sizable. They look like a small shrub.
Like this big? Or like this big? Or like this big? Or like this big?
Not that big. It's not a small shrub anymore.
Well, like here, like from my lap to my arms.
Oh, okay. I was like.
From my lap to my arms.
Okay, no.
That'd be like a big.
That makes a big difference. I thought you were going from like the
Or
floor.
small. Oh no.
And I was like, that's a large shrub, sweetheart.
Yeah, no, from my lap.
I think I'm medium.
Okay,
the one
so
in the middle.
that big.
Yeah.
Do you think 10 gallons would drown it?
You can try.
Okay. I'm gonna cast create water. It creates 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container, or as rain in a 30-foot cube. I don't think that'll help though. That would just probably make it stronger. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize the.
Gotta read the whole spell.
I didn't realize the container. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna just run out and attack it then.
Just gonna run out and attack it?
I'm gonna use Shillelagh.
Okay, you can use Shillelagh as a bonus action.
Oh yeah, I'll use my bonus action first to Shillelagh my staff. I'm gonna do that behind the door though.
Okay, so you've
Shillelagh there.
You've Shillelagh'd.
Okay, then I'm gonna run up. I'm just gonna whack it as hard as I can.
Okay, so you've grab your staff. You focus a bunch of nature energy into it, and you feel your staff imbued with your magic. You're gonna run out and you're gonna attack it. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Nat 20.
Alright, can you pull up Shillelagh? Because I.
Yeah, I already did.
Alright,
so 1d8 plus 3. Is this my 8? Yes.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum.
4. Plus 3 is 7.
Doubled, because you rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, 14.
You swing, and as you do, your staff just completely bisects the shrub.
Cool. Okay. All right.
And it
they can probably
crumbles to the
salvage that. All right. I'm just gonna run up to the next one and do the same thing, because I get Shillelagh for a full minute.
You now have to roll initiative.
Shit. Okay. I was wondering if that might be the case.
I mean, I gave you a free run at him.
18. Oh, 19.
Okay.
And these are counting for my. Oh no, that was a cantrip. So
Yep.
never mind.
Shillelagh's a cantrip. You said it lasts for a minute, right?
Yes.
For giggles, let's see what happens with this one. Okay. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the second one, and I'm just gonna do the same thing.
Let's see, we got to delete this, and then 2, 3, it's 15 feet. All right.
Nat 20 again.
Are you?
It is. It is that one.
Gosh, I think you're cheating.
I'm not.
All
I'm
right.
not. It's the lucky day, apparently. 8 plus 3 is 11 times 2 is 22.
This time you come swinging down, and you watch as the shrub just splits in two
And falls
and
to each
falls
size.
and falls to the sides. But like, you know, anime style, where like it stands there for a second, like
Yeah.
nothing's happened, and then. Psh.
Okay. As my bonus action, I want to.
Okay.
I want to cast Good Berry and eat 3 of them.
Can you do Good Berry as a bonus action?
I don't know.
What's the casting time?
1 action.
Yeah.
Dang it! I should have done it before I shillelagh'd.
All right.
Yeah, it's no longer my turn.
At that point, you hear from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Your little guide friend comes running out. She doesn't make it that far. He makes it to here. And you can hear him behind you. I will fight with you.
Oh, thanks.
But that's as far as he can get.
Okay.
Let's see. He might have. Oh, he does. And from behind you, you hear. And you feel clink on your horn.
Ow.
As the rock leaves the sling and just kind of chink.
I can't glance back at him like, what you doing?
He just the universal like, oops. Like even on this lizard face, you can see, oops.
Yeah.
Okay, that was his turn. No, good job, bud. You did so good. Shrubs are next. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, that's too easy. First one runs up to you. Armor class is
14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out with a big old swipe right across your arm. Huh. That is 5 points of piercing damage.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
You have to like it less. The other shrub comes running up and is also going to take a swipe at you.
Miss, please miss. I don't think I can survive another hit.
Having just taken one, as you watch the claw come at you, you take your shillelagh staff, turn it sideways, and block his
God.
hand, pushing it back. It is your turn.
Oh, shit. I'm going to Thunder Wave. Each creature in a 15-foot cube must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, it takes thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to shove them away from me.
Successful save, does it say what?
It's half damage and no pushed.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm going to clap my hands together and splay them out towards each bush and say, boom!
Okay, and you
13.
said that...
A constitutional saving throw.
How much... I mean, go ahead and roll damage, because even if it's...
Even
if they succeed, it's still half damage.
Oh, 2d8. I need my other d8. There's my other d8. Ten.
Boom! And you watch as both of them just disintegrate.
Oh, cool. Okay, good. Whew.
They actually didn't have a lot of hit points. You just got very unlucky on their attacks on you.
Okay. I'm kind of wheezing at this point, so I'm looking at my guide and be like, Do you guys have any healing potions or some food or something that can help me? Your bushes beat me up. I need some help.
He kind of just is staring in awe of what just happened because that was weird. He came out to help, and then all of a sudden, you just obliterated 2 bushes. It's like... kind of shakes it off, recovers. The heirs of the dragon always have food.
To myself, I mouth the words, heirs of the dragon. Thinking to myself, these are the most undragon-like creatures that I've ever seen.
Rude.
But I just keep that thought to myself.
He leads you down the hallway that you've now cleared.
Okay.
To the room that was adjacent to the one you popped out of with the manacles and everything. Opens the door for you, and inside there is a storeroom that has a bunch of dried meats, bread,
Cool.
some water that's drinkable. None of it will heal you, but there's food there.
Oh shit. No healing at all. Not even to like a couple hit points from replenishing my strength. I'm very weak.
I know.
I'm very weak. Can I have like 2 for like some bread and cheese and water?
What you can do is you can grab a small bite, head back to this room, and try to take a short rest.
Okay, I'll do that.
Or I mean, you could do your short rest in there too. It doesn't matter.
No, I'll go to the fire room. I'll just prop myself up against the wall, and eat my bread and cheese and drink my water.
As you walk back in, the one that went off to look for your owlbear.
Sit by that middle fire.
By this one?
Yeah.
The one that went off to look for your owlbear still hasn't come back yet.
Okay.
As far as you can see. And as you walk in, the one is still holding his spear. What happened?
Oh, they're all dead. I got a little beat up though.
He stops listening and looks out the door.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Now what will you use as an offering?
I mean, they're all just cut in half. You could probably propagate them and regrow them. Then you'd have 8 instead of 4. Yeah, like put them in a little bit of water.
We're not farmers.
No, that's why I'm telling you how. If you put them in a little bit of water, the roots should grow back. So then you can plant them back in the dirt. And then you'll have 8 bushes instead of 4. Just be careful not to poke them.
Do you see the face I'm giving you?
Yeah.
That's the face he's giving you.
Yeah, he's fine. That's fine. I'm
He's
still
just
telling him
He's
this.
very confused. Basically doesn't understand what you're saying. Because he's like, to him, you destroy the bushes. That's really the end of them. He doesn't understand. We planted the seeds. They grew into bushes. You provoked the bushes. And then you destroyed the bushes.
They're not destroyed. So, I cut them in half. So, do you guys have big pots?
You can go ahead and take your short rest.
I need to roll. 1d8 plus 2. I don't know why it says total 2. Do I do that 2 times?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, I guess I can only do 2 short rests in a day.
Yeah, you have 2 short rests in a day. Yep.
Okay.
And what'd you roll for your...
I rolled a 6, so I get back 8.
See? That's most of everything you lost.
That's better. I feel better. Okay. So, do you guys have a large pot? Like big stone pots? or it doesn't really matter what they're made of. But if you guys have large pots, fill them with water. Put all the half bushes in the water. They'll grow new roots. Then dig out new places for them in the dirt. And then they'll regrow, and you'll have 8 bushes instead of 4.
You hear him in the draconic, dang it, in the snarls and everything language again. Be like, go get those guys from the first lookout. Get them to get us some pots and some water. We're gonna have her help us.
Okay, I help them.
So, not long after they return with these pots, and have you show them how to do plant.
Show them how to propagate.
Again, you have to keep in mind that there's no light really in here. All light is coming from those luminescent pearl-looking things on walls. Which incidentally, they said that those bushes started as seeds, and it didn't seem to bother them that.
Yeah.
So there must be something to it.
Which is why the propagation will take.
Easy enough, and you guys set them back up in. Roll a d8.
2.
The 2 bushes that you thunderwaved are gone. There are twigs left, but not really enough that you can roll.
I still have them put the twigs. I have them. I borrow someone's knife, or I grab my own knife. I'm sure I have a knife. I clean slice the end, and I put the twigs, one from each bush, in the pots of water. I show them how to let the roots grow. So, because they may get something, or they may not. So I teach them.
You do so, and you show them as best they can fathom.
Yeah.
What you're doing. You're not super sure that
that's fine.
At least those ones are gonna take, but
that's fine.
You've
don't care so much.
You've done what you can to help. As you walk back into the room with the fire and all the people, you just hear, "Ah!"
I just look towards the noise.
Came from the direction that the one had gone in search of your owlbear.
Okay. Okay. I go after that then.
Like just
a normal pace.
Just walking.
Just walking.
Do. Sip. Why is this grid not big enough? My kingdom for just a bigger grid. Begone! Random. Okay, that's the last one. This one is your little.
My original guide.
Yeah, your original guide, who seems to still be chasing after you. You go through this hallway, and there's this door at the end of this hallway. I'm assuming you're just plowing through.
Yeah, just go through it. Yeah.
I guess you did say you're going at an average pace.
Yeah, I've a light, fast walk. I'm not running.
Okay. As you push through into this hallway, you see 10 more shrubs. No, not really.
That'd be so rude. I'd just be like, "Welp."
You see an empty hallway.
Okay, good.
It looks a lot like the first one.
But no shrubs.
No shrubs, no anything. But it does have a door at the other end.
Okay, I guess for.
But there's a door at the other end. There's a door here, and a door here.
I look at my guide.
Ah.
Don't you guys have a way to find each other?
You heard the scream. That's what I've got.
Fine, I go in the.
You go in where?
I just go in the first door.
The first door.
I just like
As
open
you-
the door and pop my head in.
As you open the door, you hear
In there?
as you're pushing the door open.
Okay, I go inside then.
He's not in there, but you do see the one who had gone looking, laying on the ground. A little worse for wear.
You get into a fight with them?
I want to make sure this real quick.
Short rests don't regain spell slots, right?
Not for most
Okay.
spellcasters. Like there's a couple of spellcasters that get spell slots back, but I think it's mostly just
Not druids.
not druids.
Okay.
Where? I swear, some of these parts aren't in the order I want them to be.
I'm sorry.
Cause like everything will be in alphabetical order, and then a couple things aren't because they're under. Yeah, because it does things like this. Where okay. As he starts to answer you, interesting. Why is that so small? Why I can't even see that there. Okay.
What is that?
Gonna use that instead because it's actually seeable.
What is that first one?
It's a rat.
Oh, okay.
2 giant rats, like the ones that you saw earlier, gnawing on something in the back corner of
Oh,
thing.
great. Oh,
Pop.
I used Thunderwave earlier. Hold on. There we go.
Pop
Okay.
out.
Okay.
And they are looking like they're ready for some none.
All right. I'm gonna shillelagh my staff. I'm gonna surprise attack one.
I don't think you get a surprise round on this one.
No.
No.
No,
So you just
are
got to
you
roll.
sure?
Just got to roll initiative.
Okay. 20.
Okay. You still get to go first. So.
I figured with the 20. Okay, well, I'm going to shillelagh my staff and then beat him. The one to my right.
Okay.
What's my thing? Oh, it's just an attack. I don't. Do I have a? What do I add for my attack? I've forgotten how to D&D.
Sweetheart, don't forget how to D&D.
I've forgotten how to D&D.
So it's
Where's my?
what happened to where's? because I don't remember if Shillelagh. Can you pull up Shillelagh? It might give you a. Oh, okay, it's damage. Shillelagh gives you a +5.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 19.
19. All right. Go and roll damage. As you channel all this energy into your staff, and just go swinging for the fences.
7.
7 points.
Mm-hmm.
Your staff cracks into the side of the rat's face.
Mm-hmm.
Its head turns sharply, and he just goes limp.
Perfect. Aw, man, I used my bonus action already.
Yes, you did.
Can I shout at him? Or is that considered a bonus action?
I'll let you. What do you want to shout at him?
Come at me, bro! Is when we're shout at the other one.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
It will have no effect, but you can.
Yeah,
do
no, I know it has no effect. I just, just happy.
All right. He's going to do exactly that.
Okay.
He's gonna charge up on you and take. He's gonna take a bite at you.
Okay.
Go biting at your calf muscle. That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
It's not too bad. As his teeth sink to you, you pull your leg away. He does 3 points of piercing damage.
Ew. Man, I just healed up from that. Alright. I'm gonna shillelagh him in the face.
Hold on.
Oh.
Friend walks in, looks at the situation.
And walks back out.
No.
Okay.
But he doesn't do... But he kind of like... and starts... He walked in with his spear. And I was like fumbling trying to get his sling back out again. Because I know it went so well for you last time.
That went so well for him last time.
Alright. Now it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the other one. With a 18, plus 5.
So it was a natural 18?
Is a natural 18.
Go ahead and just roll damage.
Yeah. 9 damage.
9?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 plus 3.
Jeez. How are you swinging at him? Give me something right here, sweetheart.
Okay, I'm going to... Because I'm going to say the first one, I just kind of did like an upward swing. And then as the second one bit my leg, I'm just going to come down at an angle on his head.
As you rip your leg out, go, whah! And as you hear the sound, you hear 2 cracks. You hear the first crack of your staff hitting the top of his head, and the second crack as his head slams into the ground from it. He's not moving anymore.
Yeah. Is there anything on him?
Well, he's a rat, so probably the plague.
I don't want that.
Make an is investigation a stat? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Make an investigation.
14.
He doesn't have anything on him per se, but you notice in his teeth, aside from the bits of friend laying in the corner,
Yuck.
you notice a little tuft.
I just kind of take the butt of my staff and just kind of give him a good crack in the back as revenge. I then go check on that guy in the corner, see if there's anything I can do for him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You okay? Can I get you anything?
He like puts his hands on his leg trying to lift himself up, and like you can see like he had a couple bites taken out of his legs. He's like having a little issue standing up. He's like, the heirs of the dragon do not need help.
I can't catch him as he falls. I just kind of put him back up on his feet and kind of let him lean against the wall. Did you find my owlbear?
I didn't find him, but I heard him from that way. And he points at the door that was right
next to it.
Points at this door, the only other door in the room.
Okay. I look at my guy and go, "Come on, we'll come back for him. If he doesn't make it back to the main parts of the cave."
At this point, you're.
I mean, like, you can stay here. That's fine.
As you say that, you hear a couple little squeaks.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, ah! and he's right on your tail.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one who had gone looking does manage to hobble out back through the door that you came through, and vanishes past the door.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna press on through the.
Yep.
Okay. You're gonna turn another little hallway, and this one looks even more unfinished than some of the others, most of the others you've been in.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's clear like they're starting to construct a hallway, and they're starting to dig this out, but like half the hallway is still like this giant, just bunch of cliff.
Okay.
But there is an opening right here to cross over some rubble, but...
Okay. That's fine. I cross it.
You cross it after you do an acrobatics check.
I mean, I guess. No. No, I do not. A natural 1. So 2. Guess my luck had to run out eventually.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
11.
11?
11.
As you stumble, trying to cross over it, you get here, and down comes another piece of masonry.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 points.
I just look at my guide and I go, really? Really?
We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a... hold on. Let's see. As you enter that room, you hear... And back here, you're noticing there's a lot less of those pearls.
Mm-hmm.
But there's... I have to move the map again. Look, I just ask for better solutions. That's all I want.
Well, get Fantasy Grounds up and going.
Oop, nope. There we go. Again, it wouldn't be so bad if the grid for this wasn't so small. There's one pearl in the far corner of the room.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it goes from a very dim light to fairly bright.
In that very far corner?
Yeah, in the very far corner.
Okay.
It goes from a dim light to...
Sorry, I breathed in through the tip of my pen, which doesn't have a pen in it anymore.
Wow. Weird. Take it away.
It's my penny whistle.
But yeah, I just...
Weird. I look at my guide. With the look that says, what does that mean?
Wanted to get you out of here before he got home.
Yeah, I would like to leave too. Let's go.
From right around... From just up, you hear again... I realize I've been making the noise that your owlbear made when he was a child, and we were now...
Yeah, I was...
6 years later.
I was gonna ignore that, but I was gonna mention it afterwards.
You hear a... I don't know. Should have practiced making owlbear noises.
Do the baby noise?
I can't actually. No. Now I've overthought the whole thing. I don't know what anybody sounds like.
Like that. No, lower. No, chest voice, baby, chest voice. No, that's a little. Sound like an angry pig.
Look, don't be rude.
Not being rude.
Called me an angry pig. It's pretty rude. You hear your owlbear, and a faint clattering. As you walk in here, there's only one path that you can see, and it is lined with rubble, but
okay,
pretty easily traversed.
Okay.
And your owlbear's cry definitely came from that way.
Okay, I head towards it at a cautious but speedy pace.
Okay, easy enough. It's not quite as covered in rubble as your previous areas were. You enter into a giant cavern.
Okay.
100 by 100 feet. Like, it is a 100-foot diameter circular cavern.
Okay. Is it on the map?
No, it's not on the map.
Oh,
we're out of map at this point.
Obi, you should have done more preparing.
Look. It's about to happen, and you just accept it, alright? You also went through that a little faster than I thought you would. I think I was going to have to coerce you to fight some bushes, but alright.
I mean...
And running up to you is Tolly.
Tolly! There you go, that's a good one. I like ruffle his ears, and I pull on his beak and all the little things that we do. He likes it. It's like when you play with a dog, when you take your hand over their teeth. It's like that.
Yeah, you know, they growl at you when you do it.
Yeah,
and yeah, that's what just happened.
You made it sound like an angry kind of, like a displeased kind. It's
look, all right.
Make it screechy.
Make it look, all right.
Find a nice owl.
Anyway,
owl noise.
As you go to play with his beak, you find out there's something in his beak.
Oh, drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
He turns around and starts running back into the cavern a little bit.
I grab his tail.
It's higher, your dexterity or your strength?
Strength, I think. Hold on, let me... no, they're the same. The bosses are the same.
Okay.
Strength is higher stat-wise.
Make a... Actually, I'll give you this instead. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Natural 20.
You...
So 25.
not only do you grab him, you know just where to grab him. That he just stops. So he stops and he sits.
Perfect.
He's like, "Rrr." Bleh. He just drops it. Ting, 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 ting.
I pick it up.
It's a gray, kind of like a polished gray rod.
Okay.
As you start to look at it, it's got some glyphs on it.
Real quick, is there supposed to be music or any bat noises?
I think there's just ambiance.
Okay.
I asked for ambiance music, and apparently just got ambiance.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it had stopped.
Nope. Good call.
Yeah.
And you just have a rod. It seems to have a bunch of glyphs in it, and some writing that you can't identify.
Okay.
It's kind of ornate, and at the top and bottom appear almost to have buttons on them. The button on the top is depressed, and the button on the bottom is not.
I press the button on the bottom.
Okay. As you're holding there and you press the button on the bottom, nothing seems to happen, but the button on the top pops up.
I hold the button on the bottom and I press the button on the top.
It won't let you do both.
Okay.
So did you? It's a weird noise. Stop it!
No.
Every time you do that, it sounds like it's coming from my headphones. Which confuses me greatly. Because I'm like, what kind of cave noise is that? 20 bushes attack!
No!
Since they almost killed you somehow.
Die.
But as you turn to face Talia again with the rod, you can't move it.
I drop it.
You let go of the rod and it is just hovering, staying exactly where it was.
Huh. Can I investigate this? Or, I don't know, is there some sort of check I can do to, access some deep memories to be like, oh, of course, that's what this is.
Let me see your, that doesn't help me.
Sorry.
Let me see your stats.
Oh, sorry. Skills.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. 15.
15. In your studies of the different books that you've borrowed from, what did I say his name was? Alar?
And
Is he Alar?
Alar. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. In your studies that you did when you were with Alar, you remember reading one of an item that was created by a wizard a long time ago, but has since been lost. Simply called an immovable rod.
Okay.
That was exactly what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rod. It was a magical rod that, when activated, stayed exactly where it was in space.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot more information on it. You knew it could hold somewhere around. The stories varied from whether it could hold upwards of 200 pounds to up to 500 pounds. But it was kind of just a fleeting thing that you were aware of.
Okay. And its whole thing is it just doesn't move in space. That's
Once it's activated, it does not move. Until it's...
I call Charlie over and I instruct him to to bite it and to let his weight hang on it. Because he's a full-grown owlbear. He should be able to move it.
You do that, and he looks at you confused.
Yeah.
And a little annoyed. Grips it and tries to pull it.
Okay.
And as he's pulling, his feet are sliding.
Okay. I time stop. Okay. Okay, I go up to it and I press the other button. Because I think I pressed the bottom button, so I pressed the top button.
Are you holding as you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You press the button.
What happens? Can I move it? I try to move it.
Yeah, moves just fine.
Okay. I put in, I don't know, a fold of my robe or something. My pack, I carry things. I put it where I carry the things.
Make a perception check.
19.
You now notice, because you've been distracted by this metal rod that Tali found, you notice it's gotten a little bit brighter in here. And past him, past this rod, in the direction that he had come from, there is just a giant mound of stuff. Stuff. Largely shiny things.
Like pilfered things?
You'd have to get closer to look, but it's all varying degrees of shiny and metallic, with
Do I know what this is?
I mean, you recognize some of them as coins.
Do I recognize what the mound is? Do I recognize it for what it is?
Roll a history check, maybe.
12.
I have a vague idea.
I'm going to hop up on Tali, and we're just gonna head back. I'm not being caught here if it is what I think it is. I'm not about to take anything from that pile.
As you hop on Tali to leave,
shit. I get
little girls shouldn't take things that don't belong to them.
I don't have anything of yours. And immediately I realized the error of my ways.
What is that you just put in your bag?
My owlbear gave it to me. He brings me things like they're gifts.
Make a perception check with advantage.
23.
First thing, you notice that the pile of shiny that you saw, something's moving on top of it. It is also shiny.
Did I just not notice that before?
You didn't notice that, but the other thing that you notice, you think you've heard this voice before.
Where have I heard this voice?
This is the voice that you've heard on foggy nights in your dreams.
I walk closer, because I'm that kind of bold, kind of forced child.
I like how you went from being terrified and wanting to leave to, I'm gonna poke it.
I'm not gonna poke it. I'm gonna go talk to it.
As you approach,
I'm off of Tolly at this point. I just climbed down.
You're off Tolly? Okay.
Yeah, I tell him to sit.
Actually,
I don't really care if he does, though. I just tell him to.
I have to check to make sure that... Because I think there's... You might have to make a roll. As you approach, you can see... part of the reason you didn't notice before is because it is very dark in here.
Okay.
But as the form on top shifts, more of those pearls kind of fall out from the pile.
Okay.
All of which are pretty bright.
Okay.
At this point. And on top of the pile, you see a large reptilian creature.
Okay.
Glittering gold.
Okay.
Which...
I was to say, let me know when you get to where you need to, so I can... Will you hurry it up?
Look, alright. I'm almost there, I think. Hey, nope, I passed it. LMNOP... Wait, what? Why is someone... They should have the same thing. Okay, no, it has a choice. Okay, so nope, you don't have to do it.
Okay. I just walk up to it and go, forest? Like in the most baffled, questioning, the what kind of voice?
Not quite. And as you do that, a face shifts down to look at you. I'm surprised it took you this long to wonder your way in here.
I feel like almost this is like should be like an ending point.
I wasn't sure how long it was going to take you to get here, so
yeah.
There was a good chance it was going to be.
I mean, like it never seemed like a place I should come. So when you say not quite, what do you mean? Because obviously you're not Sylvanas.
No. But I understand your confusion. I am Tiendir.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. Spell that.
Great, make me spell things. Tyndyre. Tiendir.
Okay. Is he gold like the picture?
Yeah, he is a glittering gold.
Do I know him? I would know a dragon when I saw one.
You know a dragon.
I've been studying for a while. I know a dragon. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. How do you talk to me in my dreams like that?
When you get to be my age, and you've existed as a magical being for this long, you gain some extra power.
Like telepathy. With humans. Well, tieflings. Could you talk to a human? Or is it only because I'm a tiefling?
I'm talking to you.
Well, I like in dreams. Or is it only because of my connection with the forest?
No, anyone within range of my lair, I can speak to in their dreams.
Pause real quick. Remind me what he told me in the foggy dreams.
In the foggy dreams, he gave you information, because this was all before you met up with the druid
Right.
and the elves. He taught you a lot.
Oh, okay.
But it was the only time where you could hear someone actually speaking to you.
Okay.
Other than, but so like he would teach you about geography, kept your language up.
Okay. So I wasn't a complete lost child.
That's why you were able to speak at more than,
a 4-year-old level.
A 4-year-old level when you met the other ones.
Yeah. Okay. Why the interest in me then?
The forest has not accepted anyone in a long time. And a poor, innocent girl being run out of a town for being a little different. Who I wasn't a fan of. So, a little mist, or fog, I guess is what it is now, helps create even more of an ominous sense for Sylvanas Woods. And I am happy to supply that.
This is a lot to take in. How do you know Sylvanas?
I've been around. I am one of the caretakers of his mini forests.
Oh, so you know Mama then?
And you see the edges of his snout curl up in a smile. Tilts his head back and...
Fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where do you think she learned that?
Can you teach me?
He gets right down where his snout is at your eye level.
I do not break eye contact. I stare him right back.
It's harder for people. But there's a spell version. I think I have it. And, like, he starts, like, with his giant claw, like, raking through his mound. I can't find the scroll. But, in between, somehow very delicately, between his fingers, he has a hot pepper.
Okay.
And he, like... It's the size of a normal hot pepper, but it looks minuscule in his giant claws.
He's a dragon.
And he drops it in your hand. You'll need that to use it, though.
Cool, I like tuck it away.
And maybe to keep that from going bad. And he hooks into his hoard, and he pulls out a small satchel.
Okay.
And puts it down. That. Take a look. Tell me if you see what it is.
I pick it up and look at it.
Like, do you open it or?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I open it.
You open it and you can easily see the bottom. Like, it's not very large. But as you reach your hand in there, the inside of the bag is a lot colder than
Ooh.
the rest of everything. And you sense a little bit of arcane in there.
It holds a spell to keep things cold.
Are you saying that?
Yes, I say that out loud.
Close. And it does do that. And a little more. I believe you know spell the druid would have told you was called Goodberry.
Yes, I use that quite often. Surprisingly, I tend to get hurt.
He looks you up and down as you're bleeding.
I'm like bleeding everywhere. I have 7 hit points left. I am bleeding everywhere. You need to update my hit points.
Do you have any of your good berries on you right now?
I do the good berry spell real quick.
Okay.
There we go.
He reaches down his massive claw. May I?
I just drop all 10 in his claws.
He hooks his finger back into the satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And pours all 10 into the bag. It fills the bag about a third of the way full.
Okay.
So that to tell you, it's not a very large satchel. Like, it's pretty small.
Okay. What's a good berry? Like the size of a large raspberry? Or are they little, like blueberries?
You know what? I don't know. Because I was thinking they were blueberry sized, and then I realized that made that satchel much smaller than I wanted it to be.
Make them like big, nice, wild black raspberries. So like
that?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like maybe even like that, like slightly smaller than a strawberry.
A small strawberry.
Yeah.
That's fine. So that fills it about a third. Your 10 good berries fills it about a third of the way full.
Okay.
Not only will it keep your good berries from rotting over time, but it also helps maintain, puts it down, their magical properties.
Oh, that's helpful.
I thought so.
So
settles on it back on his gold mound.
So what is it? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that to you as DM. What is it a satchel of?
Basically of satchel of preservation.
Preservation. Okay. Okay, continue. So how'd you come to get all these little lizard folk followers? Because they seem downright scared of you.
The kobold, yes. Most kobolds tend to be attracted to dragons, either to our wealth, our power, our size.
Are they really dragon?
All the things they don't have.
Are they really dragonaires? Like they say? Like every time I tried to help, it was like that heir of that dragon does not need help.
Oh, I thought you meant dragonair, as in. I didn't know what that meant.
Heirs of the dragon, children of the dragon.
They, as far back as history is gone, that's been the tale they've told. But even I am not old enough to know that one for certain.
I actually like chuckle a little to myself, knowing that, that's the answer.
But these are relatively harmless and often enough kind and good enough. These ones at least.
Do you make them have sacrifices to you? Because they're growing some bushes that attack people, and they were talking about sacrifice.
They often try to bring tribute.
Be careful of their next one, then.
Did you say attacking bushes?
Yeah, so I think I actually know what happened with this one. So, it was a while back now, right before I joined the Druid Village. I figure you know about that, right? You've followed me.
I've heard.
Okay.
I've heard tell.
So basically I'm apprenticed to Alar?
Mm-hmm.
Alar. He's teaching me to be a proper druid and to control my magic. Which is interesting. I miss my forest though. But before I joined him, as I was rescuing my owlbear, he was just a little tiny cub. I ran into a half-orc and a drow, and they were being chased by a rakshasa.
Yes.
The rakshasa ate this apple, which seemed to heal him, before Alar and Mama showed up and, burnt him to a crisp. He left part of his apple on the ground. I didn't pick it up because I didn't really care. But I think your little kobolds found it and planted the seeds. Now why they turned into bushes that sprout legs?
He turns to you and his eyes kind of got wide for a second and then went back to stagnant. And you destroyed them, right?
I mean, I chopped them in half, but they were real upset, so I taught them how to propagate. I can go fix that, though. I can take them out on my way back.
The fruit of the Galthias is not to be trifled with.
Garthias.
Galthias.
Galthias. Galthias?
Yep.
Fruit. Broken pencil. Okay, fruit.
As you leave, ensure that they do not remain.
Okay, so...
If any of them challenge it, tell them they can speak to me.
Okay. Oh, that'll put an end to that real quick. So what does it do? Because it seemed to heal the Rakshasa, which lends itself to good. But the bushes attacked me, which lends itself to evil.
It is a complicated thing, to be certain.
Can say that again.
The Galthias is a massive tree when fully grown that produces fruit twice a year. In the summer months, it will produce red fruit, crimson is blood, that has miraculous restorative properties. But in the winter, it produces a white fruit, capable of killing even some of the hardiest of people.
Do you have any, I don't know, any plain seeds in your hoard that I can give them instead? something that they can use to plant again, because like I do feel bad for them.
The other thing to be wary of regarding it is when it grows, it sucks the life from its surroundings. Otherwise, one could simply not eat the white fruit and be relatively safe. But slowly, the vegetation surrounding it will all wither and die.
Okay, so I'll destroy that. That'll be simple enough. I'll burn it probably when I get back to my forest.
As far as your concern about them having a tribute, once you tell them what I have said, and that those would be displeasing to me, they will no longer worry about those and move on to their next idea.
Okay. Easy enough.
Though the fact that the Rakshasa had one to begin with is worrisome enough as it is.
Well, he's crispy pieces that the forest has absorbed by now. So, unless...
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he is. He was looking... I mean, there was nothing left of him.
You mean there was no one there when you went back?
Did I see him get caught in the fire breath?
You did, and it was after the fire breath you saw him take the bite of the apple.
Oh, okay. And at that point I fled?
Yep.
Huh. Maybe not then.
You know, as he looks at Tolly. Tolly is still just sitting where you told Tolly to sit.
I like pat my leg and have him come.
Tolly's very hesitant.
I hold out a good berry to him of my bag of preservation. Like I pick one out, hold out to him.
He's not hesitant because of you.
Right, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get him over here.
Come here, little one. Between you and the dragon, Tolly slowly kind of like head down, like he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
So.
I like
At
ruffle
least
his ear feathers.
in the beginning, as you try that spell, that I will attempt to show you. Your companion may be a better suited to releasing it than you.
Okay.
Do you want to learn now?
I think out of game, I think we should save it for next week, because I'm getting tired. Or we could maybe make this the last thing.
I was gonna make it the last thing.
Okay, then yeah, we can learn it now.
Give me 1 second while I look up the spell, because I believe I know what's required. Where in the player's handbook are the spells?
Spells.
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 But there. Oh, here we go. Forget what it's called though. Breath weapon, maybe.
Yes.
Nope. I swear that's what it was called. So many things.
So many things.
Maybe we do end here, and I have to, so I can find it.
That's fine. We can end.
I can't find the name of it. Cause I know it's a spell. Thought it was a spell. Where's the Dragonborn? Because I thought Dragonborn were just able to cast it.
Yes.
Oh no. Dragonborn actually just have a breath weapon ability, not a spell. Pretty sure there's still a spell that does something similar.
Let's see here. Gables. Ooh. I forgot how D&D does their spells.
Yeah.
It's so much different than Pathfinder. Dragon's Breath?
Thought that was what it was called, but
It's in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
that's why I can't find it. Alright.
Yeah, so you may just have to...
Yeah, 'cause I was like, I could have swore it was a thing. Yeah, so...
So end here and you'll
We'll
figure it
end here,
out?
and then I will figure out what the requirements are for that. 'Cause I remember the pepper, but that's all I can remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so we'll end here with me learning breath weapon for Tali next time.
Yeah, I think you're gonna fight me on fighting some bushes. Thought you'd be fine fighting some bushes. It's just bushes.
These bushes, but I didn't really want to fight them. I would have rather not almost died twice.
Look, I didn't know you were going to almost die. I thought you were gonna be fine.
But was I? No.
They were just a couple bushes.
Yeah! And then they beat me up.
Look, I can't help that. That's not my fault.
I gotta stuff my owlbear full of dice.
Sweetheart, your old bear likes good berries, not dice.
Yeah, well, my owlbear in this life likes dice. He likes to eat them, and he holds them in his belly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us. As always, it is much appreciated. Appreciate all of you, all of you hanging out for all this nonsense. Bubbles, thanks for playing.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we were using Roll20 for the evening because I have not had an opportunity to mess with Fantasy Grounds enough to know what I'm doing. And
But we're working on it.
we wanted to play. So
yeah, we're working on getting Fantasy Grounds. It's been quite the week.
number. Appreciate it, Crimson. It's the problem of just not having time to sit down with it. Like, I'm sure I could figure it out, but I just, I've got to have time. Then that is a luxury I do not have. So
yeah, well, maybe this week we can, be leaving work a little bit early, and then kind of like tonight have a little bit of time before stream time. Especially since we won't be cooking full dinners the rest of the week. We'll have lots of leftovers.
yay!
We were gifted venison steaks, so we made them in a couple different varieties, and now we have dinner for the rest of the week.
We didn't realize we had so many steaks.
No, I thought we had 2, 1.5-inch thick steaks that I was just going to cook as whole and then slice down for us and have leftovers that way. Well, when I set it marinating in some Worcestershire and some aromatics, I went to flip it over and it fell apart in my hands because they were slices. So each slice got pan fried for about 30 seconds total, because you can't overcook venison, or else it turns very, very gamey and very, very tough because there's not enough fat.
So you mean you shouldn't overcook?
No, you
not can't.
You can't. You absolutely can overcook it. You should not overcook it. You want to keep it a rare to medium rare, and it's because it's whole muscle meat like beef. You don't have to worry about bacteria. So there is Bubbles' baking tip for the day: do not overcook your venison, or else it becomes tough and gamey.
Bubbles baking blurb. Alliteration.
I don't like blurb though.
What's wrong with blurb?
It feels like what you would name your pet slime.
You would name him Blurp, not Blurb.
I don't know. I might name him Blurb.
Why do you want a pet slime now? You cannot have a pet gelatinous cube.
Why not?
I don't even know if you could fight a gelatinous cube.
Oh no, I would die.
Not now. I meant as a solo person. I don't know if you ever.
I don't know. They're pretty tough. Which is why I wouldn't fight it. I would befriend it. Pay attention, Obi.
I don't think they're sentient.
It's fine.
You can't.
It's fine. You know what it needs?
Are you going?
Food and love. I will pat it on its top, and I will feed it, and it will be happy, and it will live with me.
Like a gelatinous cube has to be in here, right?
Mm-hmm. You're too far back.
No, it's the problem of because those are genies.
Ah, that's a weird way to do that.
Again, that's where I'm like, but now at that point we're at gargoyle.
Isn't it G-A-L? Gelatinous?
Yeah, that might be possible. I might not know how to spell gelatinous.
No,
we're in F. Yeah. Caleb Durr is the first G. Let me check the index real quick, because it might be under something else specific. And again, that's where I have issues with this. Is where it does things like that. So it's like sometimes they'll be under a subset.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that doesn't help me.
Here we go. Gelatinous cube.
How do you spell gelatinous?
G-E-L.
Oh, yep. Here it is. 242.
Let's see.
It's only a challenge rating of 2.
Yeah. Can hold 1 large creature or up to 4 medium or smaller creatures inside at one time.
Huh. I thought it was a higher challenge rating than that. Oozes. It was under the category of oozes. That's why.
Naturally. Naturally.
Good. I'll try not to have you fight any oozes, because they can be...
They can be tough.
They can be real rough.
It's blind beyond 60 feet. So, I mean, that's fine.
I mean, that's...
It cannot be blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, or prone.
That's part of what,
And it's also blind. And it knows no languages.
You would have gotten away from your bush off of your stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
It was your friend's stealth check.
Yeah.
That he rolled an 8.
I figured. I had some damn good rolls tonight.
You did.
Tonight was a lucky night. I was almost worried that maybe that die got off balance somehow, but I'm like, no, this is a good one.
You're like, oh no, it's off balance, but now it's off balance the way you want it to be, so it's fine.
Crimson, I'm gonna pet it though.
Don't pet the gelatinous.
I'm gonna pet it though.
Don't pet the gelatinous.
I'm gonna pat it on its head and feed it, I don't know, whatever I have handy.
I think you take acid damage, don't you?
It looks like it. Yeah, to hit 10 3d6 of acid damage.
Yeah, well, you're gonna take acid damage just for touching it. You know that, right?
I mean, I'll get some gloves or something. Like, you have to admit that would be a handy companion to have, because you could
especially once it eats your hand.
You could just be like, sick 'em, and then it would just inhale all your opponents.
I mean, it does only move 15 feet per round.
That's fine.
That's half speed.
I stay behind it. It's fine. We'll make it work. We'd be a good team. My
what are you gonna do when somebody just chops him to pieces?
My owlbear can flank.
Your air bear?
My air bear. That's actually not a bad.
No.
Like, no.
Owlbear can't fly.
Hear me out. What if you needed a generic owlbear? Like, owlbear, the name was too closely tied to Pathfinder and D&D, and you're like, I need a generic one. So someone made an air bear. Air bear. So it's like half bird, half bear.
Air bear is Baloo from Tailspin. That's an air bear.
Oh, that's true. But I think that would be a good name for a generic player, a generic game owlbear.
player bear.
A generic player bear. All right, it's bedtime. Let's go to bed.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this. As always, is much appreciated. Tomorrow is Wednesday, which is Community Day. We're actually going to be taking a short break from Darkest Dungeon so that we can hop over and do a night of Smash, since Byleth is out, and I want to give her a try. Yeah. Crimson, thanks for hanging out. Vex, thank you again for the tier 1 sub for those 20 months. And yeah. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.
Good night.